Easter is fast approaching and is a great gift giving time, which means increased sales on Amazon, and that includes no content and low content books. But that doesn't just mean notebooks and journals. There are also a couple of profitable and interesting niches that I know you're going to like. So if you fancy cashing in on the Easter buying frenzy and creating some books to sell, then follow along as I show you how to profit. Now, if you're new to this channel, then welcome. My name's Paul Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it. And that's your money I'm talking about. And if you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. Okay, so we're going to cover three main areas. Number one, the Easter niche, and discuss what types of books are going to sell well. And I was actually surprised by what turned up, so stick around for that. Number two, look at where you can get some ideas and designs for the covers and make your books stand out and hopefully therefore make sales. And number three, probably the most important for getting your books found, and that's the keywords. These last two areas will help you get that all important traffic and those conversions to make sales and hopefully make some money online in 2021. So first, the niche. Easter is coming up, and as we can see from Google Trends, the interest starts to rise from a few months out until we actually hit Easter, which this year, Easter Sunday, is on the 4th of April. So if it's a niche you want to profit on, now is a time to start creating and publishing so you can get your books in the system and get those keywords indexed by Amazon and start making sales. In fact, looking at the bestsellers ranks of some of these books, they are already starting to make sales. So time really is of the essence on this one. Now, luckily, I've saved you some of the work, which I'll also show you in a bit. Now, Easter is a time that people give gifts, but most often these gifts are for kids. But that doesn't mean to say adults aren't buying gifts for each other too. And as in many holiday periods, the funny notebooks and journals, that is the blank-lined, no-content books, sell well. These are often just given as a small gift or small accessory along with a bigger gift. And humour often sells. So that's what I would advise if you're going to do these types of books. Look for funny quotes and sayings that you can use on the front cover of the books. Now, one of the best resources for this is Pinterest. Just type in Easter funny quote and see what turns up. Here you can see we have a lot of funny choices, quotes, sayings and jokes. Now, these could be used just as a white font on a plain background for the cover, or could be combined with some Easter related graphics to really make them stand out. Now, can you use these quotes? Well, that is actually for you to investigate if you decide to use any. Just start by Googling it, see if it's been attributed to anyone else. And you know, that's part of your research process and part of this whole business. Now, for these types of books, I wouldn't get too concerned at looking at the bestsellers ranks at the moment because they might be quite high, but will certainly drop as Easter approaches. And don't worry too much about the keywords either. I'll come to that in a moment. Now, one surprise came up when I was doing research on the market and doing some keyword research, and that was there are two big niches that seem very popular. And these are the activity book niche and colouring book niche. They are already getting sales, as we can see here, by the bestsellers ranks and will become increasingly popular. The search results for the main keywords are quite high, but as I said earlier, there are less competitive keywords out there, as I'll show you in a moment. Now let's take a look at one book, this Easter egg colouring book. Very simple to create, just basically egg shapes with patterns inside. So that's something to think about. And also think, could you do something similar with other shapes like ducks? Well, I should probably think so. And if you're wondering how you could create colouring books or activity books, then I've got a playlist where I've done many videos on this topic and how to create them. I'll leave a link to it up above and down below in the description. So once we've got our idea, we're on to part two, and that's the graphics or images for the book covers. Now, if you are just going to write the quote on a plain cover, then you can skip this part, although one of the resources I'm going to show you has some good Easter related fonts that might make your book just stand out a bit from the competition. Now, I only really use two websites for my graphics at the moment, and that's Vecteezy at vecteezy.com. They have a wide range of vector graphics and illustrations. I did a search here for Easter, and you can see there are lots of options. Now, to use the images marked Pro, you need to pay for a license. I think it's currently around $108 for a year. I've got a subscription, and I think it's, pretty much worth it. Now, the other, which happens to be my favourite, is Creative Fabrica for cover designs, interiors and fonts. The interiors are what really makes this particular site stand out from others like designbundles.net. Now here I've done a basic search for Easter, and you can see there are images and also some interesting interiors, including Easter colouring book interiors. You can purchase images and fonts individually, or you can subscribe. Again, I have a subscription. I'll leave a link below to Creative Fabrica. It's an affiliate link for which I receive a small commission, which helps to keep this channel going. But there are other options out there. It's really entirely up to you. I'm just showing you what I use. Now, I know I'll get all kinds of questions about licensing on these two sites. Both have sections on licensing, so read them, and any questions you have, then contact support. I can't really give you legal advice on licensing issues and questions of that nature. For royalty free, and I say that with a caveat because not all images on these sites are actually royalty free, are Pixabay and Unsplash, as you can see here after doing a search for Easter. I think they do check if they are royalty free, but some do slip through the net. Again, it's your responsibility to check images. Maybe just start by putting the image into something like Google image search and having a check there. Now, we come to the big one, part 3, and this is crucial to getting traffic and making sales, and that is the keywords. Now, there are what I call the specific keywords that you can target, like Easter Notebook, Easter Journal, Easter Activity Book, and Easter Colouring Book, depending on the sub-niche you're targeting and type of book you're creating. Then there are the more general gift type keywords such as gift, gift ideas, present, gag gift and funny gift, which you can use in the subtitle and your 7 keyword boxes. So this could be something like, Easter gift for mom, Easter gifts for teens. You get that sort of, idea, that gift idea. I target keywords that have search results of less than 1,000, as we can see here. And that's in the all category on Amazon. That means you have a good chance of appearing on the first page of the Amazon search results without having to run Amazon ads. Now, if I'm prepared to run an ad campaign, however, I will target those keywords with search results greater than 1,000. So that's also an option for you. Now, I actually enjoy doing keyword research, bizarrely, and is what I do before I even think about book designs, sub-niches and creating the books. It's actually where the success in this business lies. And I've done a list of keywords I've found for this niche and put them down in a spreadsheet. There's 36 in total, or 37, with the search results on Amazon also recorded and the number of Google searches per month where that's available. Now these I'm going to give you for free in my Gumroad shop, where I have lots of other keyword packages for sale. But these are free as a thank you for sticking with us and getting this far in the video. I'll leave a link to the Gumroad shop down below in the description. If you wanted to take that research one step further, however, and look at how many people are actually searching for these keywords a month on Amazon, then you can use tools like Publisher Rocket and Helium 10. Again, links below. These are not vital, but I know some of you guys take this very seriously and just gives you that little bit of extra information. So this keyword list will kickstart your next project if you decide to focus on the Easter niche. Now, if you want to learn the importance of keywords and the step-by-step method of my keyword research to find profitable money-making keywords, then click this link here. I'll also leave a link in the description below to that same video. Hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like this. Thank you for your time and making it this far, and until next time, goodbye.